Hello, it's Mrs. Bartell here with Chapter 2, Lesson 10, Unit 2, Lesson 10. And the point of this lesson is to learn about the order of operations. So to make sure everyone has the same answer to problems in math that are multi-step problems with different operations, we have to follow something called PEMDAS, which is the order of operations. So, and this is a little mnemonic device to remember what PEMDAS means, or to remember PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, so it goes in that order. So, parentheses, exponents, which in third grade we won't use them, but I did explain to the kids what those are and what they mean. Multiply, divide, addition, and subtraction. So if the parentheses are already given, that operation has to be done first. When multiple or more than one operations are involved, we always work left to right. However, multiplication and division, which are kind of related, those are kind of grouped together, and addition and subtraction, which are related, are grouped together. We always do the multiplication or division before addition or subtraction, even if we're working left to right. So I'm going to try to give an example of that. So if I had, take that off, if I have, I need to make up a problem here on the fly, that has addition and subtraction involved in it. If I have 15 minus 3 times 2. I'm going, even though I'm supposed to work left to right, I am not grouping 15 and 3. I need to group the 3 and the 2 because you always group the multiplication or division before the addition and subtraction. And then what I've taught the kids is that you use a little caret to put in your amount here. So that's a 6. So now we have 15 minus 6, and some of the kids do like to rewrite the entire problem like that, and that's fine, but they don't have to. So 15 takes 6 away, it's 9. So then we've solved our problem. So in an example yesterday, I gave them an example where it was grouped like this. If the parentheses are already there, you have to do what that is first. So when you're placing your own, you would go around the multiplication or division first before addition and subtraction, if that makes sense. Okay, so moving on to the lesson, the actual lesson itself. When we got into the word problems, they were multi-step. And they wanted us to write the first step question and then answer the problem. So what we did was we read the first part. A roller coaster has 7 cars, and each car has 4 seats. And then we just stopped. So we were just on that first part. Now, what's the question? What kind of a question can you write about that using the math that we know? And the kids all came up with, how many seats are there? We did this on graph paper. Are there altogether? Question mark. And then we actually wrote our questions out on graph paper and we numbered them. So there were 7 cars and each car had 4 seats. So 7 groups with 4 in each group. And they want to know how many seats. That could be our question. So we're going to write 7 fours. We're going to do an equal share drawing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the cars. And there's 4 seats in each. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, like that. So this part of the equation is 28. And that's our first part, our first step of this. So we wrote that here. We wrote our first step here. And then what we did was we read the rest of the story if there were 3 empty seats, how many people were on the roller coaster? So there were 28 seats altogether, but we had to put it like this, minus 3. And so there were 25 people. So I'll do one more problem really quick. And I haven't like pre-read this, so this is all on the fly here. Let's see. Zoe made some snacks. She put 4 apple slices and 2 melon slices on each plate. So that's our first part of the story. Okay, so the first part, she put 4 apple slices and 2 melon slices on each plate. So here's my plate. So what would my first step question be? The first step question would be, this is number 21, I'm going to number it. How many fruit slices are on one plate? And you can clearly see it's 4 apples and 2 melons. So what operation is that? It would be 4 and 2, so it would be an addition. And we're going to group it because it's our first step. And that's 6 slices on one plate. So now that we're here, now that we're done with the first step, we're going to put what we did first, which was 4 and 2, and we know it equals 6. Now we're going to read the rest. She prepares 5 plates. This is 1 plate. So she does this 5 times. How many slices of fruit? 6 groups of 5. So if they were drawing a picture, they could do 6 of these like that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And they could do kind of an upside down equal share drawing. They could do an array as well. So that was our lesson today, was the multi-step, and it is super important that they understand like the first step and what question to come up with first and what operation. On our unit assessment, which will be coming up shortly, they are going to have to write the first step question, and then they're going to have to write the full equation. So they can't come over on the paper here and write 6 times 5. It has to be this part of the equation. They're looking for all of that. Okay, that is lesson 10 in Unit 2.